Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your angel messages for the week of June 14th, 2026. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel, ending with Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any or all of them. And if you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, just before we begin, I want to say I'm going to keep this shorter than usual. The angel readings usually go about 2 or 3 hours long sometimes. This week I need to keep it shorter because I want to get to your Mercury retrograde readings. We're now officially in the pre-shadow stage of Mercury retrograde. So I want to give you an idea of what you may need to revisit, or who may be, or what may be revisiting you. And I also start a grand jury service this week as well. So that's going to consume a significant portion of my time for the next 18 weeks of my life. I serve until the end of October. So let's start with your reading. And also, if the fuzzy little fur ball starts running around in the background, that is my 14-year-old man, Sammy. So don't mind him. He's very happy with his new catnip toys lately. With all of that said, now let's begin. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 14th, 2026. Your angel number is 25. You have a great ability to take in and process information. Is my mic on? Oh, thank God. I didn't want to do that intro again. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both the conscious and subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. This week, my darling, you are intelligent. Message from the universe. You will be celebrating something very special soon, and you'll be so full of joy and happiness. It will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it and expect it because it is happening. And message from Archangel Michael, take control of your thoughts, card number 31. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. Tell me more about this, please, for Aries for the week of June 14th, 2026. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Interesting the way your cards are shuffling. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Ace of Pentacles. There's the opportunity. Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles here for Aries. Aries, one more shuffle here. Thank you. Your cards today are amazing, and I would scrap the reading and start over again, but I feel like it's significant here to the message. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Death card, the Five of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ace of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Hangman, the High Priestess, and the Emperor. Wow, look at you. Okay, bottom of the deck, King of Cups. I am specifically speaking to an Aries collective. Remember, these readings are predictive in nature. You either have two options or opportunities on the table, or two are presenting themselves to you very soon in the near future. It looks like one of them you are an automatic no to. We have the messenger here delivering this Ace of Pentacles. And I don't know if this is in career and finance, love and romance, or some other endeavor. And you seem to be a hard no. Death card to the Five of Swords. You're like, I don't even want to think about this. This is not for me. This option or opportunity is not for me. And then we have this offer, the Ace of Wands. This is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. You give this one considerable thought. You go back and forth. Two of Pentacles. You weigh the pros and cons. Seven of Pentacles. You're not quick to move on it. And then Ace of Swords comes into play, and you take control of your thoughts, and you're like, that's what I want. That's the job I want, or the relationship I want, or the experience that I want. So whatever confusion it is that you have, Hangman to the High Priestess to that Queen of Swords, this is you, Emperor energy, in the very near future, like I said, taking control of those thoughts, the doubts, the fears, the anxieties, the confusion, the I don't know. So if you are an Aries and you do have one or two opportunities here on the table, you're like, Jen, I don't know which one to take. Clarity is coming in most likely this week for you if it hasn't yet. I like how we have a key here going into the keyhole. So again, that would be the opportunity, right, to open the door, walk through the threshold, and have some type of new chapter here in your life. So yeah, if you have experienced this, I feel like clarity is coming to you in the week ahead. If you haven't experienced this, you have 1 or 2 opportunities coming in very soon. Let's get you some advice. And again, you're going to go through this process as well. Some confusion, ruling out what is best for you. And then it looks like you do gain control of your thoughts and you decide to move forward with what you truly desire, which appears here to be the opportunity that embodies the energy of the Ace of Wands. So it's something that is fun, creative, passionate about, and something that really resonates with your fire energy. One more shuffle here. Thank you. So your advice, Justice, 7 of Pentacles, and the Devil. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, this is an opportunity here to work with someone, collaborate with someone, maybe get into a relationship with someone or plan something out here. And it looks like you give considerable thought here to what do I do? What do I not do? And that Devil card, that is your shadow side, those doubts, fears, and insecurities that we just talked about. And it looks like you are overcoming them. 3 of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Star card. This is really, really beautiful. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and 7 of Swords. There's that no to that initial Ace of Pentacles, where you're like, no, I would be sabotaging myself if I moved in this direction. 6 of Swords, I'm moving away from it, and instead I'm moving towards that opportunity. So very nice reading there for you, Aries. Looks like clarity is coming to you, if it hasn't yet, in the week ahead. That is what I have for you. If you like those messages, they've resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus, my bull gang. I hope that you are doing well. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 14th, 2026. Your angel number, Taurus, 28. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. This week, my dear, you are a leader. Message from the universe. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out and that the long road has a purpose. Message from Archangel Michael. Card number 43, your vibration is rising. I don't think I've seen this card for any of the signs in probably 4 or 5 months, Taurus. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Tell me more about this here, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Taurus, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Swords. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Love seeing you in your energy here. Let's clarify this a bit here for you. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. 10 of Swords. Why is the 10 of Swords here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Swords is clarified by Ace of Swords, King of Wands, and the 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, 2 of Wands came out of the deck. Tell me more about that. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 2 of Wands, further clarified by the Devil, and the 6 of Cups. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Swords. So I have a group of you here where there is a particular connection here in your life in the 2 of Cups. And you're saying to me energetically, I really did my best with this. I took the lead. I tried to move this connection forward. I offered this person my Ace of Pentacles, something solid here in terms of partnership. Now, this could be career and finance, could be love and romance, or something else. Maybe this is a contractor that you wanted to hire for work on your home. It could be the realtor you were trying to collaborate with to find the home or find the residence. You're saying, upon reflection, I can honestly say that when it came to this particular soulmate connection or karmic connection, I put my best foot forward and I gave it a really good try. 10 of Swords, King of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. And you very much wanted success with whomever this individual is. Some of you saw them as an equal, professional equal, maybe a platonic equal, like a best friend. Others of you, a romantic equal. And you're saying, despite my best efforts and despite me taking the lead here, this particular connection just did not pan out the way I was hoping for. We just could not come together, 10 of Swords, to make it work. So the Seven of Pentacles here, it's like you're reviewing this particular connection. Two of Wands to the Devil, to the Six of Cups, and bottom of the decks, the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Tower. This is a vibration, okay, elevating here. Your vibration is rising, and you're saying, I am making a decision after thinking about it for a considerable amount of time that I would be better off taking that pentacle that I offer this particular individual and moving in another direction. I'm better off finding another job, finding another place to live, finding someone else to collaborate with, or maybe even finding someone else to be in connection with. I've taken the lead. I put my best foot forward. It didn't work out. And I'm recognizing here that if I were to move forward with this again, to try again, it would be another false start. There's something here toxic that occurs within this connection, or you get a bad vibe from this person. Again, I don't know who this person is to you, but this is almost radical acceptance here on your part. I would be better off taking my pentacle resources and pivoting in another direction. Ace of Pentacles, pivoting towards someone else who actually would want to collaborate with me or hire me, work with me, be in connection with me. So no matter what happens here, no matter how far you seem to be away from your goal, which is I do want to connect with someone professionally, platonically, or romantically, know that everything will work out here, even though if it's not working out with this particular connection. But your vibration here is rising because you're realizing to continue engaging with this or to try to engage with this again, it would be like beneath me. It would be beneath me to try to make this work. So yeah, you're expecting more out of someone that you would offer that Ace of Pentacles to. You're expecting more from the boss, the friend, the family member, the lover. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice here for the week. Four of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands, Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, and there's that Queen of Pentacles there. There you are again with that Seven of Cups. So I think for what is happening here for a lot of you, and this is only your advice, there's something here about realizing look how we have the 4, the 2, and the 2. For some of you, that might be an additional angel number, so you may want to look that up, 422. But there's a feeling here that Two of Swords is the first deck in a Libra, and Libra is the house of marriage, contracts, partnerships, relationships. And there's something here of, I really held on to the promise of trying to make this work. So your advice here in that Two of Pentacles is to give yourself the time to come to this realization. Some of you already have. Some of you are going to need a little bit more time. You're already uneasy with the connection, and it's already not yielding the particular results that you want. So you don't have to make any big, quick decisions this week. If you need to go back and forth, Two of Pentacles, a little bit more time on this, you're welcome to do that. I feel like the clarity you need is coming to you. It just may not be this week. Some of you may still try to hold on to this, make the job work, make the investment work, make this particular connection work. But as your vibration continues to rise towards, you're going to realize that you deserve a lot better, but you need to pivot and go in another direction to find that better. That is what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. I hope that you're doing well. These are your angel messages for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for the week of June 14th, 2026. And of course, if you are a Gemini Sun sign, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. Let's see what we have for you, Gems. Ah, look at that. Angel number 88. It's like double infinity symbols here. You are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which will bring financial and material abundance into your life. This week, you are wealthy. Message from the universe. If you didn't get something that you really want at this time, if you feel stuck or you feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you're currently asking for. Message from Archangel Michael. Embrace this magical moment. Card number 11. Oh, I love that. It's giving me like 4 of Wands feeling here. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. Okay. Tell me more about this here, please, for Gemini. I'm doing this reading on the morning of the 14th for the week of the 14th. Tonight is our new moon. And while it is a potent super new moon for all 12 zodiac signs, for you, it's a little extra special, Gemini, because it is in our sign. So regardless of your Gemini placement, I would be very careful with your manifestations, because whatever it is here that you're desiring and you're willing to co-create with the divine and put the effort into over the course of the next 6 months, you're going to see that manifestation, that hope, wish, or dream actually get rooted into pentacle resource, which is like real 3D tangible results. So I would be very mindful of your thoughts and what it is that you want at this time. This is a 6-month lunar cycle here that we begin tonight. So yeah, I would be very mindful of what it is that you're asking for. Let's get 3 cards here for Gemini, please, for the week ahead. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. Whatever type of partnership this is that you're desiring, professional, platonic, or romantic, you cannot manifest it from a lack mentality, or I don't have the money to do that, or, you know, a scarcity mentality, imposter syndrome, I'm not good enough, or I'm not talented enough. This manifestation can't come from a wounded place. 2 of Cups. Tell me about the 2 of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. 2 of Cups is clarified by 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So if you were to manifest this individual, whoever they are, from this lack mentality of I'm not good enough and I just deserve breadcrumbs, then I feel actually what you do, 7 of Wands, you end up blocking this passionate new beginning or creative new beginning with this person. Queen of Cups. So you need to have your heart fully open to this and know that you are deserving of this as well. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Cups is clarified by the Hermit, the Tower, and the 9 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. So this is you needing to trust that you deserve whatever that type of connection is, that you wholeheartedly deserve it, and then allow it to come in. There's something here around a self-worth wound. You either think you're not good enough, nobody would want you, or nobody would want to collaborate with you. There's something here. There's like a little bit of a scarcity mentality. If you can somehow eradicate that and manifest from a higher vibration, what you want comes in. Until then, I feel like it's blocked. And that I'm wealthy card, that's sort of like telling me with this 5 of Pentacles, you don't actually think that you're deserving of the type of connection you're desiring. Like at the core base of you, you don't realize your inherent worth when it comes to this particular type of connection. One more shuffle. Thank you. And therefore, in the past or presently, you're settling for breadcrumbs. The job that doesn't pay you well, the friend who doesn't show up on time, the lover who, you know, maybe has a commitment issue. 5 of Pentacles is clarified by 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. The type of connection you want comes in, doesn't come in overnight, but it does come in. It has long-term sustainable results to it. 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. This is not a fly-by-night job, a fly-by-night lover, a fly-by-night friend, but this only comes in once you raise your vibration. And raising your vibration means wholeheartedly believing that you deserve that type of connection. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. We'll take a look at that, but we're not going to take it. King of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice for the week ahead. Knight of Swords, the Magician, and the 4 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups. There's that 3 of Cups again. Strength card and 7 of Wands to the World card. Well, we need to put an end to that. There's that 6 of Wands. Same thing here. So the type of connection you want comes in. Be very clear-minded with your manifestation. Interesting how that card is card number 11. I don't know if I had said it during the beginning of the reading. It reminded me of like the 4 of Wands, like the 1111 card. Here you go. Here's your 4 of Wands. So what you want comes in over the course of the next 6 months. It begins tonight. Now, this is a super moon, so even if you're watching this, 2-3 days from now, this energy is going to be with us for a while. So you can do these new moon rituals. I did a new moon reading for all 12 zodiac signs, so you may want to take a look at yours. I'll also post below, pinned to this video, the new moon rituals for you and for everyone. There are 3 of them on the page, and I would select one. And considering you're a Gemini, I would probably do each of them. Like Sunday night, I would do one. Monday night, another. Tuesday night, another. And I would call this in, but you definitely need to raise your vibration here. Otherwise, you're just going to continually hit a wall when it comes to this particular connection. And then you're like, I don't understand why God won't bring me, the ideal partner or the ideal, business partner or boss. Or again, I don't know who that 2 of Cups is to you, but if at the core of you, you feel that you don't deserve the type of connection that you want, it's not going to come in. So that is what I have for you, Gemini, for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope that you're well. We are entering your season very soon. So if you're seeing this after the fact and you're celebrating your birthday in the first week of Cancer season, I'd like to wish you a happy birthday. With all of that said now, let's begin. Your angel messages now for the week. 666. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so that you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. This week you are centered. Message from the universe. Don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing too soppy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. I think for most of you, this is not so much about saying it, it's about doing it. I'll tell you why I'm getting that message. Message from Archangel Michael. Best card in this deck. Archangel Michael is with you right now. Card number 3. Even though you can't see it, I'm actively working on this situation and I am here helping you. This came out in your, I believe it was the Tarot card of the week reading for the week ahead. Monumental, life-changing decision or decisions for many of you. And you're stuck. You almost want to guarantee that you're making the right move when it comes to this job or relocation or, having a baby or getting married. I feel like, number one, Archangel Michael is with you this week. So yes, I would pray to them, pray to him. But there's something here about it. I feel this isn't so much about saying it. I feel this is about doing it. If you don't move forward with this because you're like, I need this kind of guarantee, I feel like this ends up being a regret. It's something you're going to look back on 10, 15, 20 years and go, oh God, I really should have done that when I had the chance. Let's get you 3 cards here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Devil. There are those doubts, fears, insecurities. 4 of Wands shows itself again, and the 8 of Swords, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. I'm telling you, for many of you, this is like relocating, selling your home. It's a big life change here. The 4 of Wands is typically, when I make this decision, it's going to change the trajectory of my life. If I could get my words out. It will change the trajectory of my life. So this is big. This isn't, are we having Italian food or Chinese food for dinner tonight? This is, are we relocating? Am I going to college? Am I getting married? Am I not getting married? Are we having kids, not having kids? Am I getting a divorce? Am I staying in this industry, changing industries, leaving this job, leaving this career path? This is big. This is big. So tell me about the Devil energy here. This feels like a shadow side of you. I feel like the shadow side for the Cancerian I'm talking about says, I want to definitively know without a shadow, right? Shadow of a doubt, that I'm doing the right thing. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Devil card is clarified by the Magician, the King of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Oh, yeah, you are. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. You want an absolute guarantee that before you invest your pentacle resources into making this manifestation of yours a reality, Hierophant, like rooted in reality, I want to make sure it's absolutely the right thing to do. And I feel like that's your shadow side, trying to get the better of you, trying to talk you out of doing something that you probably damn well know that you want to do, because at some point in time you manifested it. You manifested for the opportunity to move, to relocate, to enter connection, to leave connection, to get this job or change industries. So the ability now to acquire the manifestation is here, to pour real pentacle resources into it, to make this tangible, not just a dream, and to root it in reality. Hierophant is like rooted in reality. And yet now suddenly that the opportunity is here, you're like, I don't know if I can do it, or I don't know if it's a good idea. 4 of Wands. Tell me about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. 4 of Wands, clarified by 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and a Sun. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Will this be a perfectly smooth road for you? Nope. 9 of Wands. Life's going to happen. It's not going to be 100% perfect. But this is wish fulfillment like you would not believe. 9 of Cups to the Sun card. Nothing in life is easy. I almost feel like you want to guarantee that it's all rainbows and unicorns from here on out once you say yes to moving in this particular direction. But nothing in life is rainbow and unicorns. Everything is going to be difficult or have some struggle to it, but it'll be worth it. 8 of Swords. It's a lower octave of the Devil. So I would pray to Archangel Michael this week to calm you down, center you. Some of you may feel emotionally dysregulated. Like the more you think about this, the more anxiety you get. One more shuffle. Thank you. This seems overwhelming for someone watching. The Tower, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. That falls right under Archangel Michael. I would pray to Archangel Michael this week to clear these doubts, fears, anxieties that you have. I feel like the moment you ask, not like that specific second, but in the days to come, it's literally blown apart. And then you get to make the active choice to move forward. King of Wands. And you get a little fire in your belly and you feel a lot more confident to move in this direction. So Page of Swords, I would speak Archangel Michael, your spirit guides, God, Jesus, Muhammad, whomever, whatever it is that you believe in and that you pray to. But this is the week that I would do it. And I would specifically ask to, interesting how the devil card falls under 666, although 666 is actually a really great angel number. And you could look that number up more online. But yeah, I would pray to have these doubts, fears, and anxieties taken from you. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Bottom of that, King of Pentacles. There you are. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and there you are, beautiful King of Wands there again. I would definitely ask for the clarity of this. I think it's a very emotionally charged decision here that you need to make. And there's almost a feeling here of, I don't want to make the wrong mistake and then have heartbreak or look back and say, oh my God, I wasted my money on this, or I shouldn't have gotten involved with this person, or maybe I shouldn't have gotten a divorce. But the should have, should have, should haves are stopping you from something that you actually need to do. I feel like someone needs to hear that message. So I would pray for clarity here this week and then watch it come to you so you can move forward. That is what I have for you, Cancer, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope that you're well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 14th, 2026. What do we have for you, my friends? Angel number 5. Well, 5 is all about change. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and be bold in your endeavors this week. This week you are adaptable. Message from the universe. I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. And this message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. So rise up and take that leap of faith. Message from Archangel Michael. Open up to your spiritual gifts, card number 21. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Tell me more about this, please, for Leo, for the week of June 14th, 2026, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Swords. This isn't something you can think your way through. 4 Swords and the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot and the Hierophant right below that. It's going to sound silly. I think your only way out of this is actually meditation, opening up to your spiritual gifts. I notice in the open up to your spiritual gifts card, this individual is in a meditative state, in a position. But look at the 2 hummingbirds. So it's like the message you need or the idea you need. Notice how that just fell. It's like it just falls from the sky. So it instantly comes to you. But it will require you to meditate. I don't think you can think your way through this problem. I think you need to be adaptable and try something new. And maybe meditation is something new for you. But I would allow in these messages. Tell me about the King of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Swords, clarified by the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. You're trying to think your way through this. Like how to take action, how to have the best possible outcome for yourself, for someone else, maybe for a group of people in that 10 of Cups. But I feel like you're hitting a brick wall. 4 Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 4 Swords, clarified by the Lovers, the Page of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the 3 of Wands. There's something here about choosing to do this differently. I don't know what it is here that you've been dealing with. A person, a group of people. I feel like you want the best possible outcome, but you're hitting a roadblock here or some type of opposition. The answer here is to actually sit still, to make the choice to sit still and to meditate. And then the answer you need comes to you. Page of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles. Like the longer you can sit in meditation, the answer you need comes to you. And then Three of Wands, you can move forward. This is astrologically the Sun in Aries. Tell me about that King of Pentacles. So I'm speaking specifically to a group of you. You need to adapt a different method than what you normally would use to deal with an issue. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Pentacles, clarified by Eight of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and Ace of Wands. There you go. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I have a group of you. You're trying to think your way through something, and it's like, no, allow the messages to come to you. Then you'll be able to harmonize with this person or these people and move forward in a very healthy and balanced way to accomplish the goal or the task, or to like remedy the situation. If this is like a person or people that you're actually having like a real challenge with. Because I think at the end of the day, what you want is like peace and harmony, or some kind of amicable resolution with this person or these people. But it will require you to approach this differently than you have in the past. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. And notice after the King of Swords and that Page of Swords, like once the message comes in, we have no other swords. So it's like once you receive the message or the idea, don't second guess it. Just move forward with it. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice. Ace of Cups, that is the truth. 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands shows itself again. 3 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely something here about allowing the answer to come to you, as opposed to you. Right now, you're trying to rationalize this, and you're trying to look at it in a very black and white way, maybe only, one option or 2 options, and it's leaving you very constricted. You're like, I want success with this. I want us to be able to move forward. I can't move forward. I just think being in a more meditative state, more grounded state, gives you the idea that you need. When you get that idea, I would run with it. I would run with it. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Since I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope that you're well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 14th, 2026. What do we have for you, Virgo? Angel number 1212, 1212. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout this entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. This week, you need to stay focused. Message from the universe. You are safe and you are protected. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned, and it is safe for you to trust your path again. Message from Archangel Michael. Card number 20. No, it is not yet time. This is not the divine time to take action, but please be patient because the opportune moment is approaching. This seems to be more of a planning stage, if you will. A strategy stage. Tell me more about this here for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. This time for you to collect yourself. Get something in order here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Didn't I say that in one of your readings? I said, like, this is going to end on your terms. This is going to end or begin on your terms. King of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Two of Swords. It's not yet time. There's something here about planning. Okay, you taking the inspired action at this time to plan like all of your next steps. The Knight of Cups is the 3rd slowest knight. The only one slower is the Knight of Pentacles, which doesn't move very quickly at all. So this is going slow right now. This ending or this new beginning, you might feel blocked. I just want this over with. Trust your path. The reason why it's going so slow is because you need to stay focused to create the plan forward. 7 of Wands. Yeah, right now, the feeling I get from you is like, why isn't this going fast enough? I just want to be done with this already. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Wands, clarified by 7 of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Emperor. So very soon, 2 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and 8 of Swords. Pretty soon, you're going to be able to move quickly on this. There's some type of information, news, communication. It could even be like a dream, like some in the spiritual community would call it a download, but like an idea. You're going to know exactly when it's time to step into the role of the Emperor. Right now, King of Wands needs to plan accordingly. Sorry, sometimes I stumble over my words. Right now, you need to plan accordingly. And then like I said, you're either receiving news, information, communication, or it's just going to be something within you. It's going to be like, okay, now it's time to step into the role of the Emperor and move forward. Knight of Cups, tell me about this planning stage. Tell me about the planning stage. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Cups, that's the truth. Seven of Pentacles and a King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Right now, you need to go within and figure out what are you going to do as you proceed forward with the new job, with the relationship, exiting the job, exiting relationship, you know, whatever this is for you, buying, selling a home. You need to really plan this out. And for some of you, you need to consult with someone who knows a little bit more about this than you do. Sometimes King of Swords can come across as a financial investor, a financial advisor, an attorney. Okay, there's someone here that you may need to lean on, connect with, or just even get advice from. Good advice. This is someone who is very well skilled in whatever area of life it is here that you are contemplating changing. Like maybe you're a musician. This is like the type of manager that you would need to seek out. Something like that here. This is someone who excels at their craft. Two of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Two of Swords clarified by Strength. Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. You might feel over the course of the next 4 weeks that this is not moving as quick as you want. There's someone here that you need to connect with. Okay. Again, I don't know what this pertains to. This could be the realtor. Maybe you want to relocate. You need a realtor. Maybe you're getting a divorce. You know, you need to find an attorney. It could be that you want to get married. I don't know what this big life decision here is for you, but some of you just want to be done and over with. You know, and if you want to get married, then maybe this is the magistrate that needs to marry you or the priest that you need to find. So there's something like that here happening. You want to just be done and over with. I want to put this behind me. I want to be able to move forward in my life. But there's someone here that you need to connect with. This is the week that you need to try to connect with this individual, like to create this strategy or this game plan. And if you're watching this and you're like, but Jen, I don't have anyone or I can't afford someone like that. This is also someone, when we saw that Hermit card to the King of Swords, sometimes that's like a guru or someone who's like an expert in that field. And that's sometimes someone that you can find online, especially with that Page of Swords. So this is like looking up those self-help videos. I mean, you have the internet at your fingertips if you're watching me on your phone. So there's something like you can even find that, connect with someone who has done what it is that you want to do. I'm sure that they have videos or a website or something that provides you with free information to give you that clarity that you need, or maybe some creative ideas on how you can move forward with this. 3 cards of advice here for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, 3 of Pentacles. There you go. The collaboration. So you can proceed forward with this. You have the Ace of Cups here twice. So you can proceed forward. There is something here about this week. There's that Page of Swords. High Priestess. High Priestess is the only card in tarot that actually holds the book of knowledge. So there's someone else that knows a little bit more about this job, this industry, this location, this type of relational issue here that you're having. This is the opportune time for you to connect with this person, either online or in the physical 3D. So then you can move forward. This seems to be a 4-week type of thing where when you come together with this person, this is where the two of you hash out some ideas, or there are some negotiations, or they give you clarity, or maybe it's an attorney, they get your case ready. Something like that here is occurring. For me, cups are months, so we have the Ace of Cups showing up here twice, and then you have the Four of Swords. So you might feel in the interim there's nothing happening, but once you connect with this person, everything does then go right into motion. But we have the Three of Pentacles here for you twice. So this is definitely someone that you need to collaborate with on this issue. And it's not like just a friend type of thing. Like this is someone, like I said, who's an expert in this field. That is what I have for you, Virgo, for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope that you're well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 14th, 2026. Angel number 111. Love it. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life that you love. This week you are creative. Message from the universe. What is meant for you won't pass you by. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be in your life. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. And whatever goes, let it go. Archangel Michael message for the week. Card number 29, stay the course. Don't panic. You are not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from this experience and keep going. Why do I feel like you have something here ending? Whatever comes, let it come. And whatever goes, let it go. I feel like you're just like one step away from changing your whole life. And I say that because I often look at the Four of Wands card. I call it the 1111 card. It's like whenever we make that big life-changing decision, like I'm going to college, I'm not going to college, I'm getting married, not going to marry, you know, I'm going to have kids, I'm not going to have kids. Something like that, like a big life shift. It changes our life completely. Think about those big decisions. Sorry, sometimes I channel so quickly the words come out of my mouth like mud. Look back at those really monumental decisions in your life. How would your life be different today had you gone to college or not gone to college? Or if you only went to college for 2 years as opposed to 4 years or 6 years or 8 years. So big life decisions really alter the course of our life. I feel like something like that is happening, but you're just like one off because we don't have an 1111 here. We have a 111. So it's like we're missing one more step. Tell me more about this here for Libra. So I kind of feel like you're sort of 1 foot in the old world, 1 foot in the new world right now. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords. There you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. Astrologically, that is Libra. And 7 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups. Something changes in July for you. Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups here for Libra. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Cups, clarified by 8 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. I don't know who this person is to you. I think the connection is coming to an end. I think it's an ending that you resisted for quite some time, or maybe this other person has resisted for quite some time. Take it how it resonates to you. Someone here was a class 5 clinger, either you or them. This is a connection that with great regret, you find yourself now needing to walk away from. When we connect with someone on this level, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic, and we are giving them a cup, an opportunity, or receiving a cup from them, an opportunity to engage with them, we hardly ever say, well, I really look forward to the day when I don't have to work with this person anymore. Or, you know, your first day at work, you're not like, oh, I can't wait till I quit this fucking place. I just got demonetized. Sorry. You know, you don't say, most people don't say I do thinking when they'll say I won't, you know, or you ask the first person out on the, you know, you ask someone out on a date, and on your first date, you're not looking across the table thinking, God, I can't wait till I dump you or get dumped by you. So that's what I mean by with the Knight of Cups. Your heart was fully open in accepting or receiving or exchanging a cup with another. And then regrettably, 8 of Cups, you need to move on. It's no longer emotionally fulfilling for you. 2 of Swords is also a Libra card. It's the Moon in Libra. And then we have the 7 of Wands. So someone here has resisted this ending, either you or them, for quite some time. Queen of Swords. Tell me why the Queen of Swords is here. Or it might just feel like a struggle right now, trying to detangle yourself from this person as well. Like maybe you have kids with them, or shared property, or shared residence. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Swords, clarified by the 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. Well, I'm going to take this as your energy because, like I said, masculine or feminine, Queen of Swords is astrologically a Libra placement. There's a feeling here, and again, Queens exist in the present for me. They process the present. They process the past. Kings take action. And I have you here when you are on your own or able to put aside some time to think about your connection here with this person, like looking back at the connection. There was something here always missing. It never quite hit the sweet spot. 7 of Pentacles to the 4 of Cups. And it's like you waited. You waited for it to get better. You waited to be chosen. You waited, you know, you waited for this to materialize into what you thought it would become when you first exchanged a cup with this person. So you're being honest with yourself here, Libra, that say, looking back at this connection, it really wasn't all that it was cracked up to be, or all that I had, when I originally entered it, hoped that it would be. An 8 of Pentacles. And you're also being honest with yourself. I did my best with this connection. I wasn't perfect. It wasn't, you know, flawless effort on my part. I am human. I make mistakes. But I really put in the effort to make this professional, platonic, or romantic connection work. And it still didn't work. So I feel like you're acknowledging here to yourself that it's time to move on from this person, place, or thing. And even if this is, you know, a relationship that ended 2 years ago, you may have not fully healed from it. And this might be the week, or the opportune week, Vita say it's really time for me to acknowledge that I put my best foot forward. That connection came to an end. I need to wish that person well and send them on their way because I'm still energetically corded to them. So this could also be for some of you where this relationship ended quite some time ago and you never fully healed that Three of Swords. So take it how it resonates to you. But Seven of Cups, there's a little bit of confusion. Well, what do I do now? Once I fully energetically or physically let go of this person, what comes next? Seven of Cups. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. So stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're doing the right thing by healing the wound or severing the cord or physically walking away. Someone needs to hear that. You're doing the right thing. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Cups is clarified by the Sun, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. What is that? I'm telling you, you got a class 5 clinger here. It's either you or them. Take it how it resonates to you. You're going to find a lot more healing of the heart here in the month of July. I don't know why that is. I don't know if you're putting a lot more distance between you and this person. But there's something here that come July, this is incredible healing for a broken heart or a fragmented chapter of your life. The Sun is the most healing card in tarot. That's followed by the Four of Swords. And what are we healing? We're healing the loss of the past or the loss of this connection. I heard innocence. Maybe for some of you, there was a loss of innocence here as well. Whatever the wound is, it's being healed. Now we have Seven of Swords, 10 of Cups, and the Hierophant. 5 of Cups. Who is this? This is not you. King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a clinger. Sorry if you're the cross watcher watching. Why is that person consistently showing up in your readings? Tell me more about that person. So yeah, you're one step away. Okay. You're like 1 month away. Oh, you're like 1 month away from having a lot more distance between you and I'll call it the chapter of your life, which includes this person. Maybe they know that. Maybe that's why they're clinging. One more shuffle. Thank you. Tell me more about this other person. 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, the Death card. This is someone who doesn't want to let you go. Okay. And I don't know why. This is giving me the feeling like you give your 2 weeks notice at work and they don't want to believe that you're leaving. And as the days are counting down and you're getting happier and happier that your last day is soon, arriving, this is a boss that doesn't want to see you move on. So I would expect some kind of offer from this person, possibly in the week ahead, the next 8 days. I'm not sure if they're going to explicitly come out and say, listen, get the feeling here you want to break up with me. Listen, I get the feeling here you're looking for another job. I don't think they start off the conversation that way. But there seems to be communication on how we can stabilize this or move this forward. Anything else Libra needs to know about this? So it's like 1 foot in the old world, 1 foot in the new. And right before you can fully take that, second leg, if you will, and cross the threshold and be in the new chapter, there's like a tap here on your shoulder. Some type of communication is received. One more shuffle. And it's whoever is watching you walk away, like I said, energetically or physically. Page of Pentacles, there's the offer. King of Swords coming to you. Judgment, it's a judgment call someone is making. The Empress, that's you, whether you're masculine or feminine. Empress is ruled by Venus, as are you. It's a card you share with Taurus. So I would be mindful that in the course of the next 8 days, 12 days, something like that, you're going to receive communication from someone. What are they saying to Libra? I don't feel like this is a pleading energy. I feel like this is an offer or opportunity that will hopefully get you to second guess your decision that you either have already expressed to them that you're moving on, or they're just intuitively feeling that you're moving on. One more shuffle here. Thank you. What are they saying to you? Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords, and Justice. Bottom of the deck, the World card. They might actually mention the ending. They might actually mention the ending for some of you. Oh, yeah. This is, hey, I've been thinking. This is like a before you go. Hey, I was thinking before you go. World card, there's that Hierophant again, and that's 6 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. This is someone that does not want to let you go. So I would expect a conversation here. Let's get you some advice. This is a hey before you go. I just want you to know blank. Or if you're thinking about going, I just want you to know blank. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, Empress, that's you again. Highest vibration. Ace of Wands, staying the course, going for the new 2 of Cups. Bottom of the deck. Temperance, 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands. Libra, you have a new connection waiting for you, professional, platonic, or romantic. I'm sure I'm going to get the same comment from the cross watcher below. And it's probably for one of you Libras who are actually watching, but I had to delete a shadow ban the person as well and delete their comment after one of the Libra readings because she went completely ballistic with like a 3-paragraph, maybe she uses voice to text, 3-paragraph message on like, how dare you tell Libra to move on from me? They are my everything. I can't live without them. And I went, whoa. All right, talk about toxic codependency, right? I can't live without you. Look, there are plenty of people in my life that I would miss greatly if they left my life or they, died or something like that. But my life would still move on. I might be sad, but I'm still going to have to come to work. I still have to do my readings. I still have to keep the lights on and feed my cat. And, so there's something like that here. Some of you have someone like that. It's a little bit of a class 5 clinger, but you have a new connection waiting for you. I'm sure the person watching this is probably going to send me some bad energy right now. Send it back to you tenfold. But you have someone new. So I would say the course. Again, it's a general collective reading. You do what you want, but I would expect a conversation over the course of the next 8 to 12 days from someone who either knows that you're moving on or intuitively feels that you're moving on. And this is like a, hey, before you go, or something like that. Hey, before you go, this person wants to say some things to you. And the intention here is try to get you to stay. That is what I have for you, Libra, for the week ahead. If you like those messages and they resonate with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oh, this person's going to be very creative with some new idea or something like they have to kind of hook you to stay. Okay. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you good luck. And as always, light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio, my moon bebes. Let's take a look now at what your angel messages are. This is for Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus placements for the week of June 14th, 2026. Angel number 8. Love it. Look at that single infinity symbol there. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. Sorry, we just went into Mercury retrograde pre-shadow yesterday, and I'm stumbling over my words. I'm so sorry. Let me start that over. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. This week, my darling, you are successful. Message from the universe. Your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold will suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. So life's about to speed up, pick up here. Message from Archangel Michael, card number 23. Pray from the heart. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Interesting. June 23rd is actually our 6-year anniversary. Interesting that card's there. Okay. I did not edit this. I have not stopped this since I started. All right. For Scorpio, this is your reading, not mine. Tell me more about this here for the Scorpio collective for the week ahead. Sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus placements. Something that was stuck is about to move forward, and you will be successful with it. We have the Hermit card. Came out right side up. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Well, there's your success. King of Swords and the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, the Moon card, Justice, and the Death card. To the Devil, to the Queen of Swords. Okay, tell me about the 10 of Pentacles here. I would be careful for burnout or be careful of burnout the week ahead, especially for those of you where you do manual labor. But even if you work with your beautiful cerebral mind there, I would be careful of like mental burnout this week. 10 of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Pentacles clarified by 7 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles and a Sun. There's your burnout. Bottom of the deck, Justice. Yeah, there's something here that you really want to work on. It's like some goal. I need to achieve this. I have to get this done by this day or this deadline. Something like that. I feel like you're running around this week. This could be emotional, possibly even physical burnout for you. It's all under the premise of I need to get all of this done or all of this accomplished or I have to reach this goal or this milestone. It's a very ambitious energy. It's, I'm going to, you know, put 24 hours a day basically of effort into this, but you're doing this at the cost of running into the month of July being completely exhausted. So I don't know what this is, some type of financial goal, could be a relationship goal. You take it how it resonates to you, but you're looking at burnout over the course of the next week or two. So there's something here about pacing yourself. Tell me about the King of Swords here. One more shuffle. Thank you. And the Hermit is Virgo energy. So let me clarify that King of Swords real quick. Five of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Lovers. So before you begin, whatever this is, this task, this goal, I got lots of things I got to get done, like now, I would create a plan. Because if you think just logically, oh, I'm going to remember to do this. Oh, now I have to do this. Now I have to do this. I feel like you get very overwhelmed, or like you have the potential here to get very overwhelmed very quickly. And whatever the dream, wish, goal here is, it's almost like it crashes and burns. There's a lot of mental fatigue here. So the Hermit is Virgo energy. Virgo is at its best strategies, schedules, you know, a plan, a goal. There's 15 minutes allocated for this, 45 minutes allocated for this, and it's very regimented, okay? Now, don't get too stuck on that. Give yourself some leeway, but there is something here. Whatever this goal is, you will need to create some type of strategy or plan or schedule for it. Otherwise, I feel like if you don't do this, you'll end up getting very frazzled here. So success here can be yours, but it will require planning. And don't get too lost on the details. That King of Swords can get really stuck on the details. And at that point, it all turns into mashed potato mind here. The High Priestess. Tell me about the High Priestess. So in order to move with the flow, with everything that's either coming towards you in the next week or two, or that you are generating or trying to create for yourself, there's definitely something here about a plan or a strategy here. One more shuffle. Thank you. And it says, move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. And that's what Virgo would do. Virgo would create a list. So let's say you have a lot of bills that you want to pay. One of the strategies could be what's called the snowball effect, which means you start knocking out the lower amount bills first. And so you get rid of the, you know, $50 credit card bill and then the $200 credit card bill. And then you take that 50 from the first and the 200 from that one. You know what I mean? And next month you roll that into and you pay off that third credit card bill. So for some of you, if this is like paying off debt, I would look into snowball strategy. It was very helpful for me. It's something that I'm still utilizing. Anything else like this, I feel like you need to put it in order of priority. Like, let's say you're cleaning your house. What are the most important rooms that you have to do? Maybe you have 20 loads of laundry that you have to do. What's the most important? Underwear, socks, you know, those types of things. Again, put it in priority. If you need to buy food, you don't have enough money to buy everything that you need on your food list. What are the priorities? Milk, bread, eggs. You know, there's something like that here. It's like creating a priority for all of this stuff that you want to do. High Priestess, clarified by the Tower, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. If you do that, you will be very successful. If not, you're going to feel very disjointed. Two of Pentacles. There's a good way for you to balance this out and be successful with accomplishing what you need, but you're going to need a very regimented schedule in the next week or two to do all of this. So I don't know what it is here for you that you're looking to tackle or be successful with, but without the plan, it falls apart. So create a realistic plan and then stick to it. And then like victory is yours. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here, please, for Scorpio. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the World card, the 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. Maybe in the past, you were able to have lots of irons in the fire and get it all done. You're like, Jen, I'm a pro. I've handled this before. This time is a little bit different. And I don't know why that is. This time seems to be a little bit different. The way you used to utilize your pentacle resources has changed. You've grown up. You have other responsibilities now. So again, I go back to Virgo energy, second deck in a Virgo. Create the plan or strategy. Otherwise, success here is going to be blocked. So I don't know what you're trying to create, launch, learn. There's something tangible here in pentacle resources. I don't really think it's a relationship reading, to be honest with you. But let's say it is a relationship reading. You need to be very mindful on how much time you're devoting to the relationship. There needs to be a very careful balance here. So I have some time for you. I have some time for me. I have some time for pets. I have some time for plants. I have some time for work. So whoever, whatever fits into all of these different responsibilities that you have, there's no way that you're going to be able to address all of them, like invest in all of them and then like be successful. I'll use myself as an example here while I clear your cards. I start grand jury service this week. I'm going to have to be very regimented. This is service now that I will be serving on the court until the end of October. It's 18 weeks of grand jury service. So I need to be very strict that I go to sleep at this time. I wake up at this time. I eat at this time. I got to be at the courthouse at this time, you know, and when I get home, very strict on this is the time limit. I have to do my readings. There's no effing around now for the next 18 weeks for me. So I need to be very regimented how much time I have for him, for pets, for shopping, for housework, for myself, and for all of you. So whatever this is for you, and you may not have a lot of things going on. You may only have 2 things, but one of them doesn't get done if you don't put it, you know, allocate the time for it. So whatever this is for you, please allocate your time, create the structure, the plan. This could be in regard to like exercise regimen or a dietary regimen. I just feel like you need to create something realistic and then stick to it. And then the success there will be yours. And if you feel lost along the way, pray for some type of, I don't want to say divine protection, but I would express concern from source to maybe give you even some ideas. Okay, we have a new moon in Gemini on the 14th. It's tonight. I'm doing this reading the morning of the 14th. So I would call in for some new creative ideas to come to you to maybe help you with the path or plan here that you need. That is what I have for you, Scorpio, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, Moon babies, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. I'm going to turn on the AC unit now, Sag, because it's like 110 degrees up here. Hello, Sagittarius, and I'm back. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 14th, 2026. Angel number 16. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings. As a wisdom seeker, your angels ask for you to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. This week you are perceptive. Message from the universe. Comparing yourself to others will keep you stuck in a cycle of guilt or shame, and it will continue to separate you from your blessings. It keeps you small. Understand that everyone has their own journey, which always unfolds in divine timing, and your time will come. And message from Archangel Michael, trust in divine purpose, card number 34. This experience has divine meaning, healing will come, and know that you are on a path to growth. This feels very oddly similar to that reading that I just did for you the other day, Sag, about maybe some important truth coming out here. I know some of you said that you have already experienced this in the past couple of months, some of you in December. I would then suggest that you are ahead of the collective. So you either can provide support for them in the comment section, and then of course check another placement. But this is specifically for a group of Sagittarians where you're still on the path to moving on from whomever or whatever this is. Tell me more about this here for the Sagittarius collective. Yeah, you have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. One more shuffle. Thank you. For Sag, we have the Death card, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, moving towards the new. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, that is the truth. So there's something here that needs to come to an end. It's been needing to cycle out of your life for a long time. Okay, situation, environment, or connection. This week, an uncomfortable truth in the next week or two will be revealed to you. Either you're connecting the dots, someone is saying something, it's a moment out of the mouth of babes, you know, where a child says something, and you're like, wait, what? Something like that here is occurring. Tell me about the Death card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Death card clarified by the Empress, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, there's some type of news or information here that comes in that frees you from something that is a bit of a comfort zone to you, but it's not so comfortable in the grand scheme of things, where universe wants to take you to this new beginning that's bright and expansive. Whatever the comfortability is there in the Four of Wands, it's very restrictive. It's not growing. So there is some type of news, information, communication. Like I said, you're either connecting the dots, someone is saying something to you, maybe you're seeing it online. Some of you are receiving a letter. There's something like that. And when it comes in, its intended purpose is to move you in another direction. It's also supposed to connect you further with your intuition. I think your intuition has been telling you this for a long time, but you haven't wanted to see it. Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. Eight of Cups is clarified by Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Sun. Look where you are headed when you move on from the comfort zone that isn't very emotionally pleasing to you. You're moving towards the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Sun. Long-term sustainable happiness, long-term sustainable comfortability, not a prison. This is something that is expansive and healing. There's vitality and energy and passion and excitement here, and it's not fleeting. So when we leave the Eight of Cups, we're in the pursuit of the Ninth Cup. This is more than the Ninth Cup. This is the Sun. The Sun is 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles all rolled into one. And it starts coming in very quickly the moment you move on from this. Ace of Cups. When we leave the eight cups, we have 8 cups where we're moving on. We're looking for that new cup, right? We're looking for the Ninth Cup. Source is trying to get you to the Ninth Cup. And your intuition has been screaming at you about this. And you haven't wanted to hear it, or you think it applies to everyone else and not you. Ace of Cups. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Thank you. Eight of Wands. Look how beautiful this is. Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Moon. Bottom of the deck, excuse me, Six of Pentacles. You can't see it just yet because this is all you've ever known. And this is a comfortable job, the comfortable relationship, the comfortable living environment. You've nurtured this, Empress energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. You built this, you've nurtured this, you've invested yourself into this. You put your best foot into this. And what you were creating was a comfort zone, stability, security. What it ended up becoming is a prison. It's a cage. It's a job that doesn't grow or expand or pay you adequately. It's a relationship that isn't progressing. It's a friendship that depletes you. And Source is going to push you in another direction with some uncomfortable news. Tell me about the news. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Three of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, the Magician to the Wheel of Fortune. There's a loss here. I thought I was moving forward in this direction. And then Five of Pentacles, I'm left out in the cold. So I didn't get the job. I didn't get the raise. I'm being let go from work. I'm being abandoned by this person, emotionally shut out by this person. Clarify that Five of Pentacles. This has been coming for a long time. Looking at Knight of Wands, that lion trying to catch up with you. This has been trying to like get your attention for a long time. One more shuffle. Thank you. Further clarified by Judgment, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. Instead of making a decision here on this, you procrastinated in making the judgment call. And it looks like the universe is coming in to give you a wake-up call. So I would expect an uncomfortable truth here. It could be financial in nature or emotional in nature. Its intended purpose is to get you onto a new path. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. I don't think you see just how good life is going to be where you're headed. You're still trying to tether onto this. I've been there. I know what it's like. But you have something better waiting for you. Someone better waiting for you. 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. This may occur in the energy of the new moon in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules communication. This is card number 16. Might happen on or around the 16th of the month for you. June 16th for some of you. Your advice. 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Swords, and 4 of Cups, and there's that Chariot again. This is a divine time to get you out of a place, 5 of Swords to the 4 of Cups, where you are fighting for recognition, fighting to be accepted, fighting to be loved, fighting for raise, fighting for promotion, fighting for acknowledgement. There's a new opportunity coming in. New Ace of Cups is coming for you. and universe doesn't want you, source, God, whatever you call that higher entity or entities, doesn't want you to miss it again. This has come around before for you, the opportunity to leave behind whomever or whatever this is, and you didn't take it. So now there's another opportunity here for you to move on from this and move towards this. This is wishes fulfilled. This is comfort. This is satisfaction. This is victory. This is alignment with self, alignment with your goals, alignment with a life partner, with a job. This is harmony. So that is what I have for you. So yeah, something's occurring. I feel like you've tangoed with this a time or two and you decided to stay. This is going to be another push here for you to move you in a new direction. But at the end of the day, you have free will. You can trust in divine purpose and go with the flow, or you could resist and do another cycle with this. It will not change the outcome though. It'll just waste more time. I'm so sorry. I have to tell you the message I just heard. That I have nothing against Sagittarius Collective. You're my North Node. I love you guys. But that is what I have for you, Sag, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 14th, 2026. Please excuse the voice. I've been chatting for over an hour. Your angel number for the week, 13. You are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. This week you are confident. Message from the universe. One day, when you least expect it, you will crash into someone who will be so soft and gentle with your heart. You will be so glad that you kept it open. You will be so glad that you chose to believe that it deserved more. Message from Archangel Michael. It's almost over. Card number 16. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. It's like you're in the 11th hour. It's almost over. Second sign in a row. June 16th may be a pivotal day for you. Keep that in mind. Tell me more about this here. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. Something may have occurred on the 13th yesterday. I'm doing this reading the morning of the 14th. Something may have occurred, whether this was something, internal to you, or an experience or conversation that you had with another person. It's giving you the confidence now to walk away or to begin the emotional separation or something like that, or maybe to address it. Something occurred here on the 13th for most of you watching. Tell me about that Eight of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. Eight of Cups, clarified by Queen of Swords, Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. Something occurred yesterday, or maybe occurring today. Whatever this is, whether it is internal to you or a conversation with another, some of you is happening on the 13th, others of you on the 16th. The feeling here seems to be, and again, whether it's internal or external, having a talk with someone, there seems to be a better comprehension here about why a particular connection in your life panned out the way it did. There's an acknowledgement here of the wound, and there's an acknowledgement here of your part in whatever took place. That's a hard thing to do, to admit where maybe we went wrong in a connection that went south or something like that. Whatever is occurring here, it will make you more confident to move on from the pain. I don't know if you're moving on from the connection. It'll be different for all of you, but definitely to move on from the wound. Eight of Pentacles. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Hierophant, the Page of Cups. Two cards came out. Two of Cups and King of Swords. This King of Swords does not leave your readings alone. Just Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it could just be someone that in connection with you, they are very emotionally detached, or maybe that's been their track record, emotional detachment. I don't see this person leaving your energy anytime soon. Now, this is either someone that you want to heal a connection with, or someone that you feel that you need to heal that Three of Swords experience. Like, I need to heal my heart because of what this person did, or I need to heal my heart and I desire to heal the connection with this person as well. It's going to be different for all of you. But there's definitely here the acceptance of, I am still wounded from whatever occurred here in this Eight of Cups. And I'm big enough to see my role in it, however great or small that was. That's ownership. I own this. Nine of Pentacles. Nines are very singular. And you're saying in that Queen of Swords, I can be very honest with myself. This was the role I played in whatever transpired here in this connection. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles to the Hierophant, Page of Cups, Two of Cups, and King of Swords. There's still a connection here to this person, or this person still desires to have a connection with you. It could be spiritual nature with that Hierophant card. It could be energetic. Maybe some of you are married to this person. There's still a cord between you and this individual. On the rare chance for one of you watching that this person passed away, there is still a spiritual bond between you and this person. I'm not sure if that bond will ever be broken, whether you physically disengage from them or not. But it does look like this week you're a little bit more confident because you're understanding the connection a little bit better. You're starting to acknowledge the wound, and you're owning your share of whatever went down or whatever occurred here. This other entity, whoever they are still corded to you. The Emperor. Tell me about the Emperor. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Emperor is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Lovers. This person's not going away. I'm sorry. I know some of you don't want to hear it. I read your comments. I interact with you, and you're like, I don't want this person anymore. This person still wants you. This person carries a lot of remorse and regret over what transpired between you and them. Whether you did it, they did it, I don't know your exact stories. But this person sees a connection with you as being very meaningful to them. Five Cups to the Six of Cups. That's a lot. That's a lot of love. Okay, that's more than 10 cups of love there. So perhaps in the past, this person didn't make the best choice in that Lover's card. And that could be where their regret comes from. They didn't choose you, or they didn't choose to fully invest in a connection, or they didn't choose to be emotionally expressive, right? They came across as a King of Swords. There's definitely remorse and regret when looking back at their actions. So again, I have a mirroring effect between you and this other person. Looking back at the connection, you're acknowledging here, albeit to yourself, what you did wrong, and they're acknowledging to themselves what they did wrong as well. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So I'm going to get 3 cards for those of you where you really do want this to just be done and over with. And then I'm going to get 3 cards for those of you where maybe you're open to reconciliation here. 3 cards here, and I'll still get advice for all of you, but 3 cards for my Capricorns who do not want this person back and they're confidently moving forward without them. One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Wands, you're ready to drop the burdens of the connection. The Moon card and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. You will find happiness in another connection, okay, rest assured, but you have a lot of emotional baggage that you're going to need to process. Queens process, Kings take action. That's Moon rules our emotions. Moon to the 10 of Wands is, you can't forget about it. You know, it's not a dirty cup you're going to put in the sink and walk away from. This needs to be thoroughly reviewed, thoroughly looked at. You're starting it this week, but it's going to take a little bit more work here for you to unpack and to really heal. That's very oppressive emotional energy. Will happiness be yours one day and you'll meet your person or the right friend or the right whomever? Yeah, absolutely. But this still needs to be unpacked. 3 cards now for those of you who do want to reconnect with this person, or maybe you are currently in connection with them, but you're struggling to get back to where you were in this friendship or this professional partnership or this love ship. So yeah, for those of you who want to like fully move on, it is almost over. You're right. But there's like a couple of steps here that we have to do when it comes to healing. For those of you who want reconciliation, I feel like the time apart is almost over. Like the opportunity here is coming in quick. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 9 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. If you want to actually connect with this person, there's a golden opportunity over the course of the next 8 days. Page of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. There's something here about addressing the wound, okay? This isn't like reconciliation. We kiss, we make up, we forget what happened here. And I'm sure that Three of Swords is experienced for both of you in different ways. But it can be healed. It can be nurtured. It can come back together again. But it will require conversation and ongoing conversation that begins this week. But yes, happiness can certainly be restored here. And maybe for some of you, it requires you to reach out. Even if this is the person who wronged you. Maybe you actually need to reach out and say, hey, I've been thinking, you know. And if you don't want to start off that deep, start off small. Page of Pentacles. It could be, hey, I've been thinking about you. How have you been? We don't have to get into, hey, remember when you mother effed me and you know, and you broke my heart or remember when I did this to you? You can start off small. Pages are small. I've been thinking about you. How have you been? That's for those of you who you want separation to be almost over. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here for both groups. One more shuffle. Thank you. 6 of Cups, when it comes to that soulmate, soul bond connection. 5 of Cups, the one where you have remorse and regret and they have remorse and regret. 4 of Pentacles. Y'all are still energetically and spiritually corded to one another. Page of Swords. Someone needs to pick up the phone and dial a number. Someone needs to dial a number. Someone needs to have a conversation. This is the opportune time, okay, divine time to move forward. I know I'm going to hear comments from those of you who say, I don't want this person back. Okay, but if you do, this is a week that you can make the phone call. If you don't, stop watching tarot readings about them. That'll let you know if you don't want a person anymore. You stop cross-watching for their sign. Then you're like, because you don't give a shit what happens to them. But if you're watching to see if they come back or what they're up to, and you're watching their other placements, and then you're just lying to me and the rest of the world when you say you don't want to connect with them. That's what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week ahead. Be a little honest with yourself. That is what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Please excuse the voice. I've been chatting now for well over 1 hour. I hope that you're doing well. This is a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. And these are your angel messages for the week of, where's that pile? Okay, for the week of June 14th, 2026. Your angel number, my love, 9. It's your compassion that makes you shine. You are devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. You are compassionate this week. Message from the universe. When going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has defeated you. You have overcome challenges before. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all that you already have. So a little bit here of maybe practicing gratitude. And message from Archangel Michael. Trust your angels. Card number 36. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. And trust that heaven has a perfect plan. Very interesting here. I have one person here with their arms crossed and one person here with their heart in their hand. Tell me more about this here, please, for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I never noticed that in that card before. 9 of Cups, 10 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. Talk about going through a tough time, huh? 9 of Cups. Tell me why the 9 of Cups is here. 9s are very singular. I think about the 9 of Swords. This is when we're, saddled up all night in bed because we can't get, a particular memory or something, conversation or experience or disappointment out of our head. The Hermit is card number 9. It's going within, soul searching. The 9 of Cups. So you have 9-9 here. 9-9-10. Tell me about the 9 of Cups here. One more shuffle. Thank you. 9 of Cups, clarified by the 6 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm an Aquarius rising. I have not been able to resonate with these readings in probably a month or two. And if it's not your reading, don't drop any hate below. There's someone here is struggling. I have an Aquarius here who is struggling. You're struggling because you had or have a connection in your life. Six of Cups. This is someone that you created fond memories with at some point in time. And this person made you very happy in that Nine of Cups. I mean, it was almost a feeling like you were, I don't know, on cloud nine when you were connected to this person, professionally, platonically, or romantically. And you are acknowledging you effed it up. I effed this up. Seven of Swords to the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. I mean, I don't know what you did here. I just think you need to be compassionate with yourself this week. I think you're beating yourself up over this ending. And I don't know, maybe it happened 20 years ago for you. I don't know your individual story. But I know when you sit back and reflect on this particular connection, the one that made you so happy, there's an acknowledgement here on your part. Again, nines are singular. I could have handled that differently, or I could have made different decisions, or maybe I could have been more emotionally vulnerable with this person. Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Empress to the World card. There's a feeling here of, I could have done better. I could have done better. Or I could have treated that person better. Or I could have put more effort into work. Again, I don't know who or what this is to you. But there's remorse and regret here. I think you need to be gentle with yourself. You're a human being, after all. Okay? Made a mistake. And maybe you did F it up. Maybe you did. But you can't beat yourself up over it for the rest of your life. Ten of Swords. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Swords, clarified by Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. You sure come out in my decks a lot as an Emperor, whether you're masculine or feminine. I feel like this is you energetically and maybe verbally. Maybe you have expressed this to someone. I don't know. I feel like you take ownership for this ending. And maybe rightfully so. And maybe you're being a little too critical of yourself. I don't know what transpired here. But you're saying when it comes to the ending of this particular connection or whatever betrayal here took place, I'm owning my part in this. And I hate that. I hate that I did something to injure this connection. I don't know where I went wrong in the Seven of Cups. I don't know why everything played out the way it did, or I don't know why I made the choices that I made. And this is very self. You're very critical. Again, Nine of Pentacles. You're Queen of Swords, reflecting back on the past, what I did, what I didn't do, what I said, what I didn't say, what I should have said. There's a lot of look back of I could have handled this differently. Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. I think instead of beating yourself up over this, I think what you need to do is see it as a learning experience. Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. We have a flipper here. Eight of Cups and Two of Cups. There was a lesson here in the loss of this connection or relationship. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Eight of Cups, Two of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Please don't be offended by this. I have two different messages. One of you, let's say this is a romantic partnership. I have no indication of that, but let's just say it is. One of you acted single when you weren't single. Okay. I was in this Two of Cups, but I acted when I was out on the town like a Nine of Pentacles. King of Wands and Nine of Pentacles. Oof, that's player energy. That's I even like how the hand that symbolically has the marital ring finger on it is in the pocket. So that was the first thing I was drawn to. So some of you, while you were in the Two of Cups connection, acted or behaved like you were, single like a Pringle when you in fact weren't. For others of you, like if this is work related, you may feel like I was too independent or I was too outspoken. I didn't really play by the rules. I bucked the system. Seven of Swords to the Three of Pentacles. I challenged them too much. I didn't conform. There's something like that here. So whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic, there's a feeling here on your part. I'm looking back and I'm reviewing this and I'm acknowledging where I went wrong and what I should have done. There's a lot of regret here. I wish you would stop beating yourself up over it. There was a lesson here you were supposed to learn. And the lesson for some of you was you need to be a little bit more tempered in connections. You need to know what you want in a connection, professional, platonic, or romantic. You need to stay true to yourself in those types of connections. If you're partnered, you can't behave as if you're single. You need to exit the connection before doing something like that. And for some of you, there was some type of toxic codependency here at play, either on your part or the other person's part. Someone wasn't independent. This was a anxious attachment style. This was, I'm clinging on to you for financial resources or because you're the breadwinner. So only obviously take the messages that resonate for you. Tell me more about that message, about the lesson here that was learned. Can I have one card on that Seven of Swords? Just one card, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. Judgment. I knew it. Some of you were in one connection and you didn't leave it before you entered another one. I knew it. Someone made a poor judgment call. Someone made a poor judgment call. Should have closed that one connection before entering another. It could be you, could be them. You take that how it resonates. Someone should have become single, free, and independent before entertaining another. Okay. Tell me more about the lesson here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. Didn't this come out in your reading the other day that I did for you? So the grass is green where you water it. Someone didn't water the grass here. Whether it's at work or play or relationship. So you have a new opportunity coming. It literally, this pentacle has roots to it, okay? It's going to have to be a seed that you plant. You're going to have to nurture this over a long period of time. You get what you want, but it's going to require effort at this job or this relationship, whatever this is for you. You have another opportunity coming in. And it's possible for some of you, it's maybe at the same job or with that same connection. I don't know. All of your stories will be different. But those roots have to take hold and something has to grow here. And in order for it to grow, you're going to have to nurture it from the moment you plant that seed until it gets to the Ten of Pentacles. So you have another opportunity coming in. Some of you, the new opportunity comes in after you move. What is that? Sorry, I'm going long on your reading. One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Swords, card of movement. Knight of Pentacles, movement. Nine of Swords, the Sun card, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. Again, some of you are relocating within the next 6 to 9 weeks. Obviously, only take that if that's yours. But by Leo season, Leo here, 6 weeks, 9 weeks, there's another opportunity here that presents itself. Again, whether it's with the same situation, environment, connection, or one entirely different. What needs to be different is now your participation in it, based upon what you learned from whatever this has been. In the interim, be compassionate with yourself. I think you're beating yourself up a little bit too much for this. Let's get 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, 3 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. There you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. Be gentle with yourself. There's something here about forgiving yourself. You got to let this go. It sounds terrible. I'm not telling you to let go of the connection or the dream or hope or wish that maybe you come back together again with this person in the future. But I do think you need to let go of holding on to everything that you did that maybe caused a detriment here, even if maybe you created 3 of Cups, sometimes 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, you know, could denote that maybe you had options in love, if you will, or explored connections outside of this one, or sabotaged the work. Maybe you were talking to a competitor or something like that. But I think that's what you need to let go of. That's what you need to let go of. The guilt. You're going to have to heal the guilt here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Star. Healing. Yep. King of Cups. And there's that Ace of Pentacles again. You have another opportunity coming in. You have another shot at the 9 of Cups. I would use this time to heal and let go of guilt. You can take the lessons, Aquarius. You don't have to take the pain or the burden that comes with them. That you can leave in the past. You have something new coming in. And again, whether that means a renewal or something totally new, universe has another 9 of Cups for you. All you have to do is show up differently. Between now and then, focus on your healing and be gentle with yourself. That is what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's see if we can get through your reading without saying any dirty words. This is your angel messages for the week of June 14th, 2026. Someone posted in the comments, I was watching a video with my grandmother, and she was like horrified or something like that. I'm so sorry, Grandma, if you're watching. Your angel number for the week is 26. You have a desire to succeed and will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. This week, you are tactful. Message from the universe. Your time is coming. I knew it. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. Hold only a bright and happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes, and don't allow your fears or insecurities to stand in your way. Message from Archangel Michael. Someone new is coming. How many times have I told you this? Card number 28, June 28th, may be especially important here for someone watching. An important new relationship is on the horizon, professional, platonic, or romantic. You claim this person however you need them to be, okay? Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. New soulmate on path here. You claim this person, like I said, however you need them to be. Know your worth and value when this person comes in. Let's do that shuffle again. That was a little sloppy there. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is it with your cards today? One more shuffle. Thank you. June 26th, card 26. June 28th, card 28. Queen of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Tell me why the Queen of Wands is here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Wands, clarified by 9 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands. 5 of Swords. Tell me about the 5 of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. This seems like you're intimidated. King of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Page of Cups. You have 2 offers. I keep telling you this. You have 2 offers here. Something that you have manifested. So I don't know who these 2 people are to you. You know, maybe you have a new business partner and you have a new lover. Maybe you have a new best friend and you have a new boss. You have 2 people coming in. There's a choice here to be made, and there's some internal conflict about this choice. And I don't think you have found yourself in this position of power, if you will, for a while. It's a little intimidating even to you. You're like, oh, I've never been in this position before, or I haven't been in this position for a long time. So maybe you have to choose from 2 bosses or 2 girlfriends or 2 boyfriends or 2 realtors to work with, you know. I don't know. There's a choice here. There's a choice between 2. And even though you feel very empowered by having these choices, you're also intimidated because you're like, I don't want to make the wrong one, right? 9 of Swords to the Ace of Swords. I hope that I'm making the right decision here. Knight of Cups. Tell me about this one. This is someone new who is coming. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Cups, clarified by 4 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. Okay, you have someone new and someone from the past. You may not want to hear it, but, and this doesn't, you know, automatically or necessarily have to mean a past lover. This could be someone you went to school with 20 years ago is now reaching out to you. You know, this could be someone that you formerly worked with or worked for, or if you're a business owner, was employed by you. This is a past person or someone who's exiting your life currently. This is a reach out from someone who's been out in the cold, or there has been some type of heartbreaking situation between the 2 of you. I say that because what precedes the 4 of Swords is the 3 of Swords. So I feel like there's been a span of time before you fully connected with this person. Either, like I said, time just occurred, time went on, you guys went in different directions. That's very natural. It happens after we stop working with people, collaborating with people, attending school with people. And for others of you, this is someone that you had maybe a little bit more of an intimate or heart-based connection, and there was a fallout. And look, that could be a cousin, that could be a sibling, you know, it certainly could be a romantic partner. So you have communication here from that type of individual, and then you have someone new. Tell me about the new. One more shuffle. Thank you. The new, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, 2 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups, bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups. You're going to have to determine if this is your ideal blank. Because when we're moving forward, 8 of Cups is a card of movement. We're moving towards the 9th cup. So a job, a position, you know what I mean, that's emotionally pleasing to you, you're going to have to decide this. When this comes in, you'll need to make a decision. Is this really my 9th cup? Can I really see myself being happy with this person or this environment or this connection or this relationship? 7 of Cups, you're going to be a bit confused about it. You're going to be a bit confused about it. What does this past person or previous person want? What do they want? One more shuffle. Thank you. What do they want? 10 of Cups, the Fool, and the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, the Death card. This person is looking for some kind of closure. Okay. This is haven't talked to you in 30 years, saw your Facebook profile, how have you been? You know, if this is someone that you're currently disengaging from, this person requires some closure. So you take it how it resonates to you. This could be a reconnection of old time's sake, but I don't feel like the connection is going to go very far. And for others of you, this is someone you're closing out a cycle with, or you've been in the process of closing out a cycle, like this is like an ex or soon to be ex, something like that. This person is looking for some kind of closure. The Death card, Tower, to the 2 of Cups. So they're either looking for closure in this, or it's a very brief connection, or I should say brief reconnection of someone from your past that you haven't spoken to in a while. And then you have this opportunity, and you'll need to, I think I said in your reading, figure out if it's a good witch or a bad witch, right? Do I want to move forward with this or not? And that Ace of Swords showed itself again. So do your due diligence with this, okay? Be tactful. You don't have to immediately say yes. You don't have to immediately say no. I have to consider it. Something like that. For some of you, you have an elder. It could be masculine or feminine, not only body parts. So if you're receiving this offer, Queen of Wands, sitting on this throne, receiving this, you have someone here of very good judgment. It could be a parental figure. Maybe it's grandma who's watching. You have someone here who has some real world life experience. The Emperor's holding a globe in his hand. So this person's been around the block a few times, so to speak. So in that respect, for those of you who have that person, I would ask them for their advice on this. They seem to be very well known. Like they did not lead a boring life. This person has a lot of experience. They could be a little tough on the exterior. You notice that the Emperor is wearing their armor underneath. That tells me this person has been like, they're battle ready because they have already been challenged in battle. So this person has life experiences that maybe you don't necessarily have. So if you have that person, I would inquire with them about advice on this. They might be able to provide you with some clarity based on what they experienced in their life. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, 3 of Cups, the Devil, Hermit. You're going to have to go within on this one. Full card. Do you want to take the leap of faith or not? It will be completely dependent on whether or not you can identify whether this is good for you or not. So 1, if you have someone to talk to, confide in, be honest with, you're going to have to be honest with whoever this person is, then I think you have a great mentor here. If you don't have this person, or you do, but you don't want to, discuss this particular issue with them, then it's on you. Okay, the responsibility is on you to go within and to use all of your past experiences to make the decision here that is best for you. Either way, you have a new chapter coming in, because if you're not connecting with this person, then you're just going to have another opportunity come in. So someone who is entering your life in June 26th or 28th will be pivotal for most of you in terms of that connection. That is what I have for you, my dear. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, Pisces, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.